Today I'm going to talk about my experience of purchasing second-hand Ashton Drake dolls.
Hi Dolly friends, this is Kitty
and I'm Totty,
and welcome to Little Wattle Nursery.
Our channel is dedicated to our love of dolls and we feature reborns, realistic dolls plus vintage dolls, so stick around and have some dolly fun. Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new to the channel or here for the first time, my name is Kitty and I'm an adult doll collector. I collect with my daughter. We're a doll collecting duo from Australia. Welcome to our channel. Before we get started, make sure that if you like this video to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe and the ring bell, because it really helps us out and you'll get all the updates for all our videos. Next, head over to Instagram and give us a follow at Little Wattle Nursery because we post all our pictures there of our dollies. So I purchased these gorgeous Ashton Drake dolls secondhand, very inexpensively, off Facebook Marketplace. And let me tell you, they were in a right state when they first arrived. I'm going to insert the pictures here now. Their hair was a mess. Their clothes were a little bit grubby, but that didn't matter. I got them for a really good price, and the person that I purchased them from, she was an older lady and she was really happy that her dollies were going to a new home to be played with. And if you've been watching our channel for a while, we actually started our doll collection, my daughter and I, collecting Ashton Drake dolls. So we started with Ashton Drake because they were less expensive than reborn baby dolls, and once I could see that my daughter could take good care of her Ashton Drake doll, we then progressed to reborn dolls. So this one here, she is the Olivia Gentle Touch doll, and she didn't come with her box or certificate. Initially, I was purchasing this doll because I had the idea of actually buying a new one of these dolls and twinning, and I didn't want to pay full price to twin the doll. However, she looks very similar to another doll in our nursery, which I'm going to show you now. This is the silicone version of Olivia. So once I realised how similar they looked, I thought, I don't think I'm actually going to buy a third doll that looks the same. So I'm just leaving it as one. Now the other doll, I can't quite pick which one he is. He's a certain type of Noah doll, but Ashton Drake has brought out a few dolls with this type of kit or sculpt, and there are certain things about him that don't quite fit with the latest Noah Ashton Drake doll that's out at the moment on their website. So I'm unsure which Noah he is. So if anyone knows who he is, please let me know in the comments. We'd really appreciate it. Now these dolls, when they first arrived, as I said, they were very, very grubby. And I had to do a number of things to clean them up and do their hair. Today, I'm actually going to change one of them into this gorgeous outfit, and I'll go through the details with this outfit shortly. So I'm now going to explain how I cleaned the dolls up, and I will get her changed. So initially when I cleaned this doll, I started with the hair. She had very knotty hair, and I just started with water to gently comb out. And you always start from the ends, working back to the roots, but it is still knotty. So there's another process that I'm going to use, which I'll show you shortly. But to clean the rest of her body, because she was quite grubby, she actually has 3/4 cloth body, and it's quarter on the legs. And I had to be really careful because there's armature in the doll. So the cloth body was actually very filthy, and I was concerned about using too much water and soap and the doll getting mouldy and rotting from the inside. So I actually used baby wipes, and I used the baby wipes to wipe all over the cloth body, and it came up very, very clean. It was a really good job. And I started with the vinyl. I started with just a gentle washcloth washing, but there were some little stubborn stains on the hands and on the face. And so again, just used a gentle baby wipe, and I did it in an inconspicuous area first to make sure that it didn't actually take the paint off. And it didn't, and so then I was able to use the baby wipes over the baby. So thank goodness for baby wipes. What did we ever do without them? So his hair was still pretty knotty, but I think, I don't know, let me just, yeah, look, the comb runs really easily through that. So I don't think that's going to need any more work, where this one, although it looks neat, it's not, the comb's not pulling through properly. He was very clean. So it was just a case of getting a warm washcloth, gentle soap, and just doing the once over with him. When I dried the dolls, I did that outside all day so that they were thoroughly air dried. And with the hair, the same principle. I didn't use a hairdryer, you just let the hair dry naturally. So I'm going to use an additional step to try and get this doll's hair a little bit more softer, and I'm going to explain it to you, and then I'm going to try and video it. I don't know how effective it's going to be with one hand, but I'll explain the steps first of all. So I'm in my kitchen at the moment because we have a European laundry that's in our kitchen with a very small sink, and I want to use our main sink. So how am I going to fix this doll's hair? Because it's still wiry. You know, it's not soft. I'm going to use fabric softener, and I'm going to put enough to cover the hair, but not too much. I don't want to saturate it because the doll really doesn't have a lot of hair, and I don't want to make it greasy, and then that defeats the purpose. But there does need to be enough to cover the hair. I'm going to massage it into the hair, and then I'm going to leave it sit probably for an hour or two. And then I will very gently comb out the knots, again starting from the front and moving to the roots, or starting from the ends. And even when I used the water, I had very little fallout, and the hair was very knotty because I used this principle of starting from the ends and working my way back to the roots. So it's a slow process, but if you take your time, you'll find that you have less fallout. And if you have any stubborn knots with dolls in the past, what I've done is I've actually had to cut the knots out. Last resort, because you don't want to make your doll bald if you do it too often, but sometimes that's what needs to be done. I'm going to use warm water to rinse, and then I'll let the hair naturally dry, and then after drying I'll comb through again. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to look like this once we finish this process. Now, her hair ended up being a lot more drier than what I anticipated, so I actually did have to apply quite a lot of the conditioner, and I applied it as you would apply conditioner, regular hair conditioner to your own hands. So I just got it into my hands and worked it into the hair. And now I'm going to just massage it in. So I'm going to turn her over and do that now. So here I am just massaging it in. And where this doll seems to be really dry is on the actual ends, because the comb seems to run okay through from the roots, but once it gets to the ends, it's really quite horrible. I'm hoping I don't need to trim the doll's hair, because that would be another option if I can't get the comb to run through the hair. So I'm just going to massage this for about 5 or so minutes. So I'm going to leave her here now for 1 to 2 hours. I'll probably come back after an hour and take a look, but I'll probably leave it 2 hours and then I'm going to rinse. So let's go back to Noah, the other doll. So back with little Noah. Like I said, he was very clean. He had a little bit of grubbiness on his face. His hair was messy, but I was able to, just with water and gently with a comb, I was able to comb out his knots. So all I've done is, because he didn't come with his original outfit, I thought, oh, wouldn't these little gentleman outfits just look so smart on him? And because he's got these gorgeous blue eyes, I thought, well, this looks absolutely perfect. And I got this on sale, the entire outfit on sale. It was very inexpensive. It was like $7.50 on sale, on special at Target. So I am just so happy with how this outfit has turned out. And I was able to get a pair of shoes to match the outfit. I don't know what it is here in Australia, but it's very hard to find doll shoes, baby shoes that actually fit dolls. So I was thrilled to find these little shoes, and they're a little bit big on him. So his toe comes to here, but they're okay. And he's got gorgeous little grey socks and the black and grey shoes, and he's just come up so beautifully. He looks really, really sweet and smart. So next I'm going to talk about the outfit that I got for Olivia and where I purchased the outfit from. So I purchased this gorgeous outfit from a lovely dolly friend of mine. She's actually on Instagram and she has an Etsy page, and I'm going to include a link in the description. My dolly friend's name is Tamar Alvarez, and she makes the most stunning outfits for Lee Middleton, Paradise Galleries, Adora, American Doll, and a few other different types of dolls. And obviously Ashton Drake is a similar size to some of those other dolls. So these outfits are just perfect. And she has the most amazing Instagram page. You should follow her and take a look at all the beautiful clothes that she has. She's a really lovely person and a pleasure to purchase from. So let's take a look at the details of this particular outfit now. As you know, if you've been following our channel for a while, pink is my signature colour. And I love anything that looks vintage. And this has all the elements of vintage. You've got this gorgeous dress with the lace trim on the sleeves, across the front here, this gorgeous bow detail with the rosette. I love how the dresses are finished beautifully down the bottom with lace. Then there's a gorgeous set of bloomers. If that doesn't scream vintage, I don't know what does. And this stunning headband. Actually, this isn't a headband, this is a hair clip. And I just love it because it's all matching. I love things that match. And this is what makes Tamar's clothes so beautiful, is that she uses these really beautiful and sometimes quite unique patterns. She's a very clever lady, and you really should take a look at her Etsy page and on Instagram. Her clothes are absolutely beautiful. So this is what I'm going to dress Olivia into once she's had her hair spa treatment. So I left the doll for about an hour and then started combing out. This is the tiny little amount. See, if you use that principle of combing from the ends to the roots, you'll hardly lose any hair. That was it. That's all the hair loss that there was. So the comb is going through the hair very easily now, even on the ends. So that's going through to the ends. But I'm not liking the look of the ends here. I still think it needs a little bit of a trim. So whilst the hair is still wet with conditioner, I'm actually going to go through and just trim certain bits to get rid of those end fuzzies. And you can probably hear our kettle boiling in the background. We have hot water here that's regulated to a certain temperature, and the water doesn't really get hot enough. So I'm going to boil the kettle and wait for it to cool a little bit, and then use the hot water to wash the conditioner out. So I didn't trim very much off the front because she doesn't have a lot of hair on the fringe. The fringe is quite high. So it was just a case of, you can see little straggly bits like this, just very carefully trimming like so. So you're just taking those very ends off the head. Can you see how, now I've still got a little bit of resistance happening here. So I'm just going to go in and just getting those very ends off. And you can see there is not much that I've cut off. That has mainly come off the back because there was a lot of raggedy ends at the back of the hair. But that's what it is. It's just very carefully trimming. So I'm just going around to make sure that it's even. So yes, quite a bit had to come from the back. There was all these horrible bits that were hanging down here before. So they have just been snipped off. So that's now ready to be rinsed. So this is some boiling water. I'm going to do it in a bowl. I'll let it cool down for about 5 minutes, but I'm going to dunk the doll's head into the bowl. It's much easier than trying to rinse at the sink and making a mess. So that will be the next step now. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just dunking the hair. I'm going around and in circles and sort of dunking all the hair to rinse it out. And I'll just continue to do this until all the hair has been immersed, properly immersed in the water. So she's all rinsed now, and the comb is going through the hair beautifully. But the hair it's not great hair. When you're used to playing with reborn dolls and their beautiful soft hair, this just feels completely different. So she's actually going to need a little bit more. I'm going to use a little bit of oil sparingly. I'll start with a little bit of leave-in tonic, and I'm only going to put it in the underneath parts because the top seems to be fine. It's underneath where the dryness is. So I'm going to just do that now. So lifting the hair back and just very gently spraying, and then I'm going to comb that out now. So I've lifted the hair like so, and and done all the underneath with these products. I didn't use this in the front. I've only used a little spray of this in the front. This was mainly in the back. So I've gone through and done that. I'm going to comb that through once more, and then I'm going to style it to dry. So her hair is drying really fast, so I've had to work quickly. I ended up working in a little bit more of the oil, and hopefully that will dry, not looking too greasy. I'm still a bit concerned about these sides. They're not sitting the way that I like. Normally with a doll, when they have really stubborn hair, I will use a hair straightener on a low heat. I always test the hair first, but that's another way of getting hair to sit. I'm not sure whether I'd use it on this hair because it is just so dry, and I don't think I can grip enough of the hair to pull it down. So this side has relaxed a bit. This hasn't. So I need to have a little bit more of a play with this to see if I can get the hair to sit flatter. But as we know with Ashton Drake hair on dolls, it's not terrific, but I'm going to try and get it to look the best that I can. So I'm going to leave her outside now for a couple of hours to air dry. The hair turned out not too bad. Look, it's not going to be perfect. It's Ashton Drake hair, but the comb runs through it very well now, and it's starting to sit and relax more. So I'll be back in about an hour or two. So the hair has dried overnight, and as you can see now, the comb just runs so easily through the ends, which is good, but the hair is still very wiry and it still kind of sticks up. So the conditioner has relaxed the hair a little bit and obviously gotten the knots out, and the hair is so clean now. Before it had all these little yucky bits in it. Now it's super duper clean, but it still needs to sort of relax some more. So I might continue over time to apply a little bit of hair conditioner or maybe some argan oil to the hair. Obviously I'd start with water first, but I'm really happy how the hair's turned out. And as you can see, the body is very clean. This body was absolutely filthy. The only thing was when I used the wipes, there is a slight, I guess, moisture stain or water stain from where I cleaned the doll, but I'm quite happy to live with that because I'd rather the doll be clean and just have slight little water stains than the filthy mess that was there. Anyway, I'm going to get her dressed now, so I'll be back in just a moment. Haven't they just turned out so lovely? Look at the Olivia doll. She looks so pretty. There's her hair bow, and her hair's lovely and fresh and clean, and she has her gorgeous little outfit. And I had to include the bodysuit to cover the cloth. And then there's these, I just paired it with these gorgeous little handmade crocheted booties. And here she is with the Noah doll. He looks so smart in his little gentleman outfit. They turned out really well. So with a little bit of elbow grease and persistence, you can actually make an unloved dolly turn out really beautiful, especially if you buy really smart outfits for them. enjoyed this video and have picked up a few new skills, you don't actually have to spend a lot of money to get really good quality dolls. It's just a matter of putting a little bit of time and effort in looking for dolls in not so obvious places, i.e. second-hand shops, thrift stores, or buying second-hand online, and then being prepared to put in a little bit of effort into cleaning them up and getting them to the right standard. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Please like, comment and subscribe to see more of our dolly content. And if we don't see you during the week, we'll see you next Sunday. Bye everyone.